Hey, welcome to match 5. See if I can pull off the 5-0. Not 5-0, the 4-1. Oh, playing against 8-rack. Alright. You can tell he's not 8-rack. You can tell he is 8-rack because he chose not to go first. It's a key sign of an 8-rack player. This hand is good against 8-rack because Hangerback Walker is excellent against them. Their big threat is Liliana. Their most effective strategy is having Liliana take over the game. So looks like goodbye to Hangerback Walker. So I probably follow this up with, so I'll lose the Hangerback, and then I'll play the Steel Overseer, and then Walking Ballista on the next turn, probably. Assuming I still have cards next turn. Ooh. That's awful. That is really bad. I forgot about Smallpox. Alright, well, if he has another Smallpox, I don't have high hopes for winning this game. He does not. Alright, I'm gonna just raise this Shrieking Affliction. It's just one. Take out the welding jars. Put in the Nature's Claims. Now the real absurd thing is if I can get Karn into play. Karn is so hard for them to beat because it's a 4-mana Planeswalker that just draws you a card every turn. Or makes, you know, giant dudes. And they just can't deal with that amount of cards. So I'm basically keeping any hand against this deck, just because 8-rack is miserable to mulligan against. I'm hoping for a Scales and 2 Walkers and 2 lands. That's best possible. They have a really, really hard time with Hangerback Walker because they've got a lot of like edict effects, but not a good way to deal with tokens. I've seen some of them play Bontu's Last Reckoning, but ugh. Oh well, I'm keeping this hand. Oh, he chose to play first. Ah. Oh, this hand's so much better on the draw. Very glad. I mean, against a deck that's all about trying to get you out of resources and stuff, just mulliganing is horrible. I think he's going to take the hanger back. Alright. Scales is a fair draw, a fair discard. I'm not going to show him that I drew a forest yet. Play the construct. You can kill a Hangerback Walker, but I still get the Thopter out of it. Okay. I really like playing against 8-rack because it's all about trying to figure out what the minimum amount of resources you need is and using that. And you're trying to be as efficient as possible because every card you play hurts you for not keeping it to discard for the most part. I guess there's a lot of matchups like that, but 8-rack makes it more obvious. You know, I've had people surgical extract the Hardened Scales, but it turns out the deck does not actually need Hardened Scales to win the game. I think I cracked the canopy. I mean, I'm just gonna keep getting him a 2 for 2 with this Mimic until he kills it, and then I can play the rest of my 2-drops. He's not putting pressure on me to do otherwise. Huh. Huh. Sorry for the yawning. Alright. I sideboarded in my Nature's Claims, yeah. Cause like, what's this guy even doing? Like, he can 1-for-1 me, but it's not doing anything. Playing out the forest so that I can get to Karn on 4. Yeah, these extirpates really aren't doing very much for him. It's like, alright, sure, I guess. Synergy deck, not combo deck. I'm gonna just start beating for 6. All of them dead soon enough. I'm just failing to see the incentive to actually cast cards. Whatever he's doing is clearly not doing very much. Okay. There's an ensnaring bridge. I think this point I'll actually cast the Ravager. And he's like, yay, I can finally get my 2-for-1 off the Ratchet Bomb. Alright, let's see what he does. So yeah, I was thinking about how screwed he is. So, yeah, I probably mentioned this in a few other videos, but my memory is short and bad, so Yeah, it feels like this deck is at somewhere around a 70% win rate in the current Magic Online meta, which is pretty good. I've had a hard time hitting the 5-0, but I have not missed on getting a 3-2 at the very least, and I hit 4-1 more often than I 3-2. So like it's only 3-2s and 4-1s. At least since I added the Karns and stuff like that on this current configuration. Granted, this is ballpark like 8 leagues, 9 leagues, 10 leagues or something, so maybe 40-50 matches. But deck is really good. Yeah. I don't know how many videos I'm going to have ended up putting up of this before I go to Vegas. I'm still going between this and Affinity for Vegas. Affinity, like, I love the deck and I'm amazing at it. Wow, that was humble. But I love the deck and I've played it a lot and it's really fun. But it's not in a great position right now. This deck uses a lot of the same skills, but I feel like it's better positioned against things that are not combo decks. It definitely has some of its weaknesses, and I need to do more investigating to see if those weaknesses are the kind of things where you're like, well, I've got like a couple bad matchups, but so does every deck, and my bad matchups are not significant enough that I need to worry. Or if it... Ah, cool, I can start playing Karns and just plussing. I mean, I could play the Ravager and do that stuff. But why would I play Ravager when I can just play Karn, you know? Who needs to win the game when you could just dirtle around and do nothing? What was I saying? So yeah, Affinity and this use a lot of the same skill set, like Ravager math and trying to figure out how to get Steel Overseer to do what you want it to do. And yeah, it's really good against a lot of stuff. See, what I love about this deck against Ensnaring Bridge is that they gotta be empty-handed. And then once they're empty-handed, you could just be like, well, look at this Walking Ballista here I got off Karn. Here we go. And then they die. So... Oh, what? Smallpox? Oh, I guess he's gonna... I don't need this Metallic Mimic. He discards his Bantu's Last Reckoning. So I got a friend playing this deck. Because he wants some variety, and I asked him to help me test it, and he says... Pour one out for my poor Jeskai opponent. He plays turn 2 Engineered Explosives on 1, and if he uses it, he actually just dies, thanks to Arcbound Workers moving counters on to Ballista. Oh yeah. So here I just plus until I get Nature's... I guess I need 2 Nature's Claims, but... Suppose I will play the Ravager. This could be bad if he draws another Wrath, but... Oh well. He has to dump his hand every turn. Alright, so I down tick Karn, and then I got it. Alright. I gotta sit on the Nature's Claim for one turn? Oh, there's no downside to not playing the, no reason not to play the Hangerback. Well, that's rude. I don't think I care. Not really, no. So he's gonna gain up to 12, and then I eat way more than that, sure. Alright, well, I'm gonna, as soon as he lets me untap, alright, well, might as well make as big of a creature as I can, but, so, gonna eat all of these Thopters. I really shouldn't be bothering with this. You know what? Screw it. Let's have some fun, shall we? Hey, check it out. I have lots of Thopters. Hey, check it out. My opponent is not going to have any bridges very soon. And I get to attack with 12 2/2 flyers. Oh. Alright, thanks for watching.